The work that he and I put into our marriage and into the establishment of this family matters still. And not another marriage behind it is going to erase that legacy. It's not. Assalamu alaikum, peace. This is Fatimah, Coach Fatimah, 1/3 of Outstanding Personal Relationships and co-author of the new book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored. Now, guys, in this video, I want to answer a question someone asked me years ago, and people kind of do sometimes. They still can kind of go there. But somebody said to me, they said, well, your co-wife, she ruined your marriage. And I was like, really? I see why someone would assume that, think that, support that. And this person that said it to me, well, she kind of said, well, don't you feel like she ruined your marriage? Okay. And I've had people say, she ruined it. And it's something that when people love Coach Nazir and my love story and our marriage and our children before polygyny, they can say some things because they're hurting because they fell in love with our love story, right? Because we were high school sweethearts. We got married 5 years after high school. And he asked me, I said, yes, clearly. And so many people have been knowing us for 20 plus years that they fell in love with our love story. And I get it. I get it. A lot of people felt hurt behind it because they were like, oh, I thought they were. Somebody said to us one time, and this was actually a friend of mine. She said, you guys are Beyonce and Jay-Z. Because we went to Mexico and I'm like, no, we're not. Don't call us those two. I don't want the beehive coming for me, but I said what I said. Lifestyles are different. I don't have any desire to be Beyonce, and he has no desire to be Jay-Z. Now, they make their music. Hey, they got some talent in them, clearly. But I just thought it was something like, it was a cute comment, but I knew what she was trying to say. So when Coach Nazir married Coach Nyla, everybody that was close to me was kind of taken out, and close to him too. These are people that loved our family, love us both, that are related to us, some of them. And I had to come to grips with the fact that people were going to say that. They were going to feel that way because they were hurting. And I said, you know what? She does not have that power. She can't wreck my marriage, and I can't wreck hers. I can't wreck hers either, right? And they were like, well, I don't get that. Because the people that are in the marriage can wreck the marriage. No outside force can do that. And I'm married to him. I'm not married to Coach Nyla. So he could have said no, he could have said I ain't, he could have said stop, wait, I'm not going any further. He could have did all kinds of stuff to stop it. And then I said, I don't want to dishonor the marriage that I have by focusing too much energy on the marriage that he has. The work that he and I put into our marriage and into the establishment of this family matters still. And not another marriage behind it is going to erase that legacy. It's not. So this not the dog ran away with my homework. My co-wife took the man that I molded and ran off with him. One of the most powerful things that Coach Nazir said, and it changed something in my mind about him, his character, everything, because I was mad. I was like, nah, this is not cool. And I said that because I didn't know he got married. And he talks about this. We don't hide it. We knew we was going to say that from the inception of OPR. We were like, look, that's what it's going to be. We're going to tell our story. We're not hiding it. It's important because hide it for what? Because if we hide an aspect of it, then that means we're protecting the ego. Oh, we can't say that because what will the people say? The people going to say whatever because they don't like that he's sitting in between us. The people going to say whatever because they'll see her and I wearing similar colors on a day where we didn't even know what each other was going to wear. And what's funny is I'm going to see if I can get a picture inserted into this video. The day as I'm filming this, I didn't talk to my co-wife that morning, didn't know what she's going to have on, but we're going to insert a picture as I'm speaking somewhere around here. You'll see a picture. We didn't know. This was at our family meeting. Nobody knew what colors. Anybody knows our videos and know our content. I wear more saturated colors than Coach Nyla. She likes pastel colors. She loves rose gold. She loves peaches. She loves teal. She loves those brighter colors. She loves those more pastel colors. And she said, well, they look better on me, so that's why I like them more. And that's what she said. So, I'm not the one to go, well, girl, you can wear any color. Whatever color she liked to wear is the color that she gonna have on. Okay, she's grown. So if she like it, I love it. Okay. Now, so anyway, many people, I'm going to get back to the subject at hand, but many people want to make a lot of assumptions, a lot of judgments about our relationship as sister wives, co-wives. We typically say co-wives. We're not biological sisters. We're sisters in Islam, for clarification. But they want to make these accusations and they want to throw stuff out there. Or she did this, she. It's a lot. She's been the bad guy more often than not because subsequent wives tend to be labeled that. And I said, well, she's not just the bad guy. She's the dummy for coming in and I'm the dummy for staying with him. It can go both ways. However, the subsequent wife is in this world of the first wife because monogamy is pushed all over the West. Monogamy is accepted. So when you bring up polygyny, the practice of a man having more than one wife, then people go, yeah, I don't like it. No, you're not supposed to be here. So they get the lion's share of the hatred. But I wanted to address this because we can't destroy each other's marriages. So if I look at a friend of mine or somebody outside of my marriage that is not married to Coach Nazir, like Coach Nyla and I are, then people will go, oh, that's acceptable. They can't destroy your marriage. Only you two can destroy it. But it's only when polygyny is brought into it. Then she has all this power to destroy my marriage. She does not, nor does she have the desire. Even if she had that power, she doesn't have the desire. It takes two to tango. But anyway, I remember what I was going to say prior. My husband went to go visit my grandmother. And one of the most powerful things he said, and she repeated it to me before he could, because she was like, I don't want you to be there. I want to talk to him because my grandmother raised me. She wanted to talk to Coach Nazir, and she's a child. My grandma ain't no joke. She has dementia now. May Allah make it easier for her, but she has dementia now. So she doesn't remember a lot of this, and I think it's a mercy. But before it started really amping up, and she was more herself, and now she's a completely different lady. Miss her so much, love her so much. She said, I don't want you there. She raised me like her daughter. So she said it straight like that. Now, if you're not familiar with the Myers-Briggs personality type indicator, please get familiar with that because the next thing I'm going to say is important. Coach Nazir is an INTJ. My grandmother's an ENTJ, which means she's extrovert, intuitive, thinking, judging. He's introvert, intuitive, thinking, judging. Very similar personalities. They say what they said. They're direct. They don't beat around the bush. They go there. So to have these two sit down together to talk made me very nervous. Now, this is way before I knew about the 16 personality type indicator. I had no idea. And this is not cookie cutter stuff. This is not crystal ball stuff. This is not black magic. You fill this stuff out, you say, and you answer a series of questions based on how you would handle a situation. And then it calibrates what your personality type is. I'm telling you, this stuff hits the nail on the head. So everything that it says he is, that's him. Everything it says she is, that's her. And to have them two sitting together without me made me nervous because I'm like, you two can just go, y'all just say it. You go there. You don't like when people beat around the bush because you want to be able to handle it faster. So I understand it. And he said, my grandmother said to me, she said, well, he told me he ain't going nowhere, meaning he wasn't going to divorce me. He's not planning on leaving the family because everybody was like, oh, he going to leave her now. Coach Nyla is a little bit younger than me, not much, because some people think it's leaps and bounds. It's not. They'll use that. She's the new wife, the new toy, all this mess. I mean, it's just such crap. such crap. And people don't dump love out of their heart like that overnight. He didn't go, well, it's your fault. You know, if you weren't this, if you had been more of this, that, and other, I wouldn't have needed another wife. Matter of fact, he said a polar opposite. So that's probably one of the most powerful things that I heard in the last 12 years, coming by way of my grandmother, out of the mouth of my husband, was saying, he's not going anywhere. I'm staying with my family, which is substantially bigger now. But, and part of me knew that, but to hear her say it, child, all he had to do some days is just be born. And she was like, oh, because my grandmother was just, she could be very harsh on people, but I know it's because she went through a lot. So she really, really, really could drag you and go, look, now you got to prove yourself to me. No, that ain't good enough. No, don't do it again. So, I mean, I get why she was that way. She was protective. She was trying to protect me, protect all of us, protect, you know, but at the same time, if I got too mad, she said, well, the man trying, she would say that. So she was oftentimes a walking contradiction, but when she was super serious, it could be scary, you know, because she was going to say it. She was, and I think sometimes that's where I get my blatant honesty from, is her, is my grandpa, is my husband, is just knowing that it's needed. Sometimes we need somebody to be firm, and we need to hear those words, you know, not harsh, not evil, not hateful in our speech, but firm, you know, loving each other enough to say, this is the truth. You need to hear it. I love you, is more of the energy, right? So when she said that to me, it was, I don't know what it was for her. I don't know what it was for Coach Nazir, but for me, it felt good because she didn't add something snarky at the end. She said, well, he said he ain't going nowhere. Because she asked him, what are your intentions on my granddaughter now that you have another wife? What's up? And he just simply said, I ain't going nowhere. And he didn't say it like, oh, I'm not going. For now, I'm good. No, I know him enough to know. And if you've watched him long enough, you know enough about him to know that he is not going nowhere. He's just, that was never the goal. That was never the desire. But there was a desire to practice polygyny, and I knew he could do it. I have a lot of faith in him in that regard. I just do. He didn't go into it to screw it up, to be lazy with it, to be unintentional about it and all that stuff. We've all learned so much on this journey. And we've also learned, and we know these things. People do not have the power to destroy our marriages. The people that are participating in those marriages do. They got the power, because you can say anything you want, be violent with your tongue, and try to line people up or put plays together and all this stuff like that. You can try your best. If it's gonna be, it's gonna be. And you can't ruin it. You have to be in the marriage to absolutely blow that thing out of the water and cause massive destruction, not anybody else. So people learned, because let me tell you something about me and Coach Nazir. I'm speaking to my marriage. That's why I'm not bringing up Coach Nyla. But we're built to last because we've learned so much about each other, because you evolve as you get older. You just evolve. So he's not the 19-year-old I married, and I'm not the 20-year-old he married. It's just differences. In so many instances to learn and become better. I'm so glad I'm not that 20-year-old anymore. I love her. But I'm glad I'm not her anymore. I'm better now. I know more now. I understand loving someone more deeply now, with substance, and not this superficial surface love. I loved very deeply when I was 20. I still do. However, I understand how vast that word is and how beautiful it is. And if we serve it in the right way, it will return on investment. I love it. I love that part of loving someone else. So, and you got to have other things. So if you want to know more about the other things, make sure you guys pick up your polygamy roadmap at polygamyroadmap.com. And also join our private community. That's where we discuss more in depth together, and you all can speak to one another. You create your profile. We're in there every day. The coaches are at oprcommunity.com, and follow us on our socials. On IG, we're Outstanding Relationships, and on Facebook and YouTube, we're Outstanding Personal Relationships. Make sure you guys are commenting, liking, and subscribing and sharing, because sharing is caring. I always say we all know. Hit that notification bell for more information in regards to when we upload, because you're going to want to know when we upload, because each one of us, we record together, my co-wife and I, individually, as a trio. We record together and put out awesome content. And make sure you watch everybody's video. Don't just watch mine, watch Coach Nazir's. Even I would love for the women to watch, the wives to watch Coach Nazir's videos as well, because it just gives you more insight on the world of men and husbands that are really wanting healthy relationships, and they're learning from, I always say you turn those losses into lessons. You take the L, turn it into a lesson and not a loss. So yes, watch his too, and watch my awesome co-wife, Coach Nyla's videos. Even if you're initial wife, subsequent wife, or single, and maybe you're even divorced, she will tell you all about her journey. And that's the beauty of it. You have different perspectives, you have different people, different journeys. And remember, your journey might not look like somebody else's. It's not supposed to. We all different. We all live in a different life. So yes. So in the comments, what are we going to put in the comments? Let's put healthy communication in the comments. Okay. We're going to do that because that is the cornerstone of having a healthy marriage. It's having those hard conversations, guys. Don't be afraid to have them. Hard doesn't mean hostile. It just might mean it's difficult right now. So just keep doing it. Understand that, okay? And then we have the Polygyny Masterclass. So you want to check that out at polygynymasterclass.com for details, okay? All right, guys. I'm going to leave you guys with GLC as we always do. Make sure you're growing intentionally, loving fearlessly, and connecting on a higher level every single day. I'm Coach Fatimah. See you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
We are also the authors of the new ebook, The Polygamy Roadmap. 2 different roadmaps, one specifically for men and the other
for women.
Naturally. So no matter where somebody is in their journey, whether they're considering it and what's required, especially men I'm talking to, I share the 5 requisites on really what it takes to build a healthy, successful polygynous family unit. So with that being said, make sure if you're a man and if you're serious, not just curious, you take action and get it today.
And in the women's polygamy roadmap, we talk about the different feelings that women might go through with emotions of fear, challenge, betrayal, jealousy.
Yes, and we give you some good insight as well as tips, anecdotes, as well as some of our stories of struggle in the polygamy roadmap too for women. And you will find out really how to have a type of confidence in yourself after reading this. I'm truly, truly in the mindset that you would anyway.
Indeed. So do what you got to do. And that means go to polygamyroadmap.com, grab your copy. We look forward to you benefiting from it and joining us in our private community. With that being said, Assalamu alaikum.
Peace.